What is up, my good friends? It's Utasho here, or Steven, depending on your pronunciation. And if you are anything like me, and an extremely large portion of the rest of humans on Earth, you really enjoy yourself some Pokemon. I've played every mainline Pokemon game and completed all my Pokédexes multiple times over, and I even dabble in some active shiny hunting when I can find the time. But something that has always had a near and dear place in my heart was the original Pokemon Snap. So innovative, so original, and a wonderfully creative new way to experience Pokemon in their natural habitats. Needless to say, new Pokemon Snap is here, and I'm having a blast. Without any further ado, I wanted to make a really quick and simple video laying out some basic beginner tips that I've realized and been implementing in my short time with the game so far that will hopefully improve the experience of all my fellow Pokemon photographers, both returning and brand new to the series. First and foremost, new Pokemon Snap is an experience, and it's definitely an experience that you'll want to have authentically for yourself. So I'm going to try my best not to include anything too spoilery, and I'll mostly be focusing on footage and examples from the first couple areas of the game. I haven't had a massive amount of time to play yet either, so bear with me, as there's probably some advanced secrets and game mechanics yet to come that I sure as heck don't even know about. But that's okay, because this video is just tips for beginners. Repetition, focus, and experimentation. When I first launched the game, started playing, got through the tutorial, and made it into my very first level, my childish curiosity sprung out immediately and completely got the better of me. I was so excited to see all the lush environments that I could as soon as possible and to scout for as many Pokemon as my spy eye could locate. I spent the first several levels spinning my camera around like an absolute madman, trying to look at anything and everything. This is innocent and fun, and I got some great pictures right away, and of course, if you can't contain your excitement or curiosity either, there isn't anything wrong with this strategy. But later on, when you inevitably want to capture an even better photo or get an even higher star rating for a Pokemon, you might struggle a bit using that strategy. My advice is to slow down. Pokemon's positions and actions seem to shift slightly from run to run, but as long as you are repeating the same stage with the same research level and the same time of day, the Pokemon will all more or less be in the exact same spots doing pretty much the same things. Enter a level with just a couple specific Pokemon in mind that you know will be there, and don't worry about anything else. Focus all your attention on those few Pokemon for the entire duration that they remain on screen, and even be observant to see if they are heading in a direction where they might reappear later. From my experience so far, even at the lowest research levels, the Pokemon like to get a little bit cheeky and will often do some pretty fun and unique things when you least expect it, or when you thought you'd seen the last of them. By staying focused on your choice of Pokemon for as long as possible, and not just snapping a couple pictures and moving on to the next one, you will be able to observe and learn all of their unique habits, interests, actions, and interactions, and hopefully be able to capture those elusive 4-star photos. And the benefits don't end there. By repeating locations, staying focused, and selecting just a few Pokemon to observe at a time, this will also give you the perfect opportunity to do a little experimenting with the tools at your disposal. Maybe the first time you pass by a Magikarp, you want to scan him and throw a delicious fluff fruit at him to see if he'll get all riled up. But because you were trying to snap photos of the Swanna and the Ducklet and the Bidoof, you didn't have time or you missed him. Next time you pass through, ignore the other Pokemon entirely, and keep in mind where that Magikarp is, so you have all the time in the world to experiment with whatever you want. You have so many tools at your disposal, like feeding the Pokemon, hitting them with a fluff fruit, lighting them up with Illumina orbs, scanning them, playing music, and even combining multiple of these at a time to get a load of different interactions out of the Pokemon. And if this game is anything like the original, you're going to want to learn as many interactions as you can to uncover some pretty fun secrets. Quick interruption, if you're still here, Pokemon is obviously a huge franchise, beloved by many, and there are loads and loads of absolutely incredible Pokemon YouTubers who all work very hard to share their passions and live their dreams. This is my first Pokemon YouTube video, but I love making guides, and I love this game, so I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and I hope these tips are helpful. Okay, back on track. The next insanely useful tool that is provided to you in this game, especially for beginners, or for people who don't necessarily want to go try hard, methodically experimenting and mapping out every interaction in the game, is the LEN Talk feature. In the main menu area of the game, where you would normally leave on expeditions from, you can press the Y button and then select all requests in the top right corner, and this will show you an accumulation of requests from your fellow NPC ecological surveyors. These requests are basically free hints that show you a general location or Pokemon, and then provide clues or indicators as to what actions you might take to get a really special interaction and likely a high star photo op. As far as I remember, nothing like this feature existed in the first game, and so it's definitely a nice quality of life feature to have. If you would like to channel your inner detective skills and figure out these special interactions on your own for the fun and for the challenge, more power to you. But if sometimes you'd like a little hint or just some help along the way, the LEN Talk feature is the feature for you. The photo dex is amazing. Just like in all the mainline games, the Pokédex was obviously an abundantly useful resource for cataloging all the Pokemon you've ever seen or ever caught, and maybe even more predominantly, knowing where to find them. The photo dex is no different. Please, please, please use it a bunch and look at it often. The photo dex and associated map feature allows you to know exactly where specific Pokemon are located along each route, and will show you the pictures that you have cataloged of that type of Pokemon in each of the 4-star categories. If you are hunting for a specific Pokemon and looking for a specific photo op to fill out your remaining star slots, the photo dex is an incredible resource to plan out your routes and to get ready for experimenting like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Not to mention, it's also just fun and brilliant, and if you're into the lore and the background, the photo dex even displays the physical attribute differences between Pokemon's male and female versions, as well as Pokemon that have different patterns or variants. It's just fun. This one is a quick one. Early on in the game, you'll encounter scannable objects that aren't Pokemon, but rather are pieces of the environment. Oftentimes, just like the LEN Talk feature, scanning these objects and reading their description will give you a clue as to some special interaction that may occur there. And even more importantly, you'll run into some of these landmarks that you actually can and will need to take pictures of to progress later in the game. It doesn't make it immediately obvious that you need to take pictures of these things since they aren't Pokemon, so I just thought I'd let you know. Always look out for the orange dot to light up in the center of your cursor once you've scanned something to know if you need a picture of it, even though it's not one of our lovable pocket monsters. Final easy beginner tip: listen to the audio and the dialogue spoken to you by the NPCs as you run through an expedition. I have been finding that usually when I take a picture of a Pokemon, if it's an exceptionally rare event or a pose that I haven't cataloged before, they're gonna let me know by popping up in the top left corner and being all like, "Oh my gosh, absolutely amazing, you're the best!" or some lovable, sweet Nintendo style hype like that. This will let you know that you've got something good on your hands, even if you wouldn't have realized it otherwise, and will let you know that perhaps there is some more experimenting to be done with that particular Pokemon in that particular moment for an even better shot. Alright, that's it. Quick and easy and super simple, just some beginner tips that I have picked up and been thinking about since I've been playing, and I hope you guys all found them helpful and informative. I fully intend to make more guides and walkthroughs for this game, and hopefully I can get some stuff out that Austin John Plays doesn't beat me to. Bless that man and his fantastic Pokemon content. Anyways, until next time, my name has been Utashio, and please remember to hit that like button, share your thoughts with me about the game in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button on your way out if you enjoyed what you've seen. Everybody have a great time snapping.